Hello Gemini, welcome back to the Lynx Tarot. My name's Monica and this reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March through April or the next 30 days. All of my readings are timeless, so keep that in mind. We're jumping in here with the Angel Wisdom Tarot. All right, I'm going to pop out here the Two of Pentacles. So this is your overall energy for this time period. And this represents Archangel Zadkiel. You might be feeling under time constraints, or you might have some deadlines. It says working too hard or having multiple jobs, the need to bring balance and fun into your life, juggling multiple priorities, and balancing the budget. So Gemini, I feel like you have stuff you want to do, and you have certain priorities, a job, maybe you have something on the side, and it's really important for you to squeeze in the fun, and you can manage this. It's about time management, and that might sound boring, but it's of great value to you, and you can do this. If you just sit down and look at your schedule and move things around, it's like you can magically open up a time slot to do that fun thing you want to do. All right, I like that a lot. Hang on a minute. Juggling multiple priorities. Okay, so I feel like some of you are like, oh, like I don't want to have to do such and such. You know, once I'm done working, I have this other responsibility. I don't want to have to do that. But there's a way you can figure this out where you can get whatever this task is done and still have your free time. I'm also getting, I get this for you a lot, Gemini. There might be people trying to demand time from you, like to socialize, and you're trying to appease everybody, but you kind of don't want to hang out with every single person that's wanting to hang out with you. So again, with the scheduling, if there's someone you do want to spend time with, but just not right now, plan ahead. Say, okay, how about, in 2 weeks from now on such and such date, let's do this, let's do that, or whatever. So plan it out. If there's someone you just really don't want to hang out with, or you don't want to be in their energy, just all you got to do, and there's nothing wrong with this, is say that you have other plans, you have something else going on. You're not obligated. Just because someone wants to be with you, it doesn't mean you're obligated to be with them, Gemini. Okay? And there's a nice way to go about this. Not that this is someone who, is using you or whatever. I'm not saying to, add to the drama, but certainly put your foot down. But the vibe I'm getting, it's just that, you just don't want to. You don't have a problem with this person, but you just don't feel like hanging with them, and I feel like you're feeling bad about it. All right, we've got deceit. I don't know what this is about yet. I'm going to go deeper, though, with some tarot. So, do you feel deceived by something? And it's number 25, and that breaks down to 7. If you like numerology, look up those numbers. Just take what resonates when you find different meanings and symbolisms, just like with this reading. Yeah, this is a really powerful card in this deck, the imagery. So we're going to go deeper with some tarot, and I'm going to get a couple more of these. So this is the energy oracle cards, and we'll go into everyday witch. That's too many. All right, what else for Gemini? All right, Gemini. And Gemini, whenever you do get to do this fun thing you want to do so badly, do it your way. Don't invite people along that you don't want to hang out with. The compromise is not, well, I'm doing such and such today, but you can join me. I can't go to lunch with you or do whatever with you because I have these other plans, but you come join me. That doesn't count. Because if this person, if you just don't want to be in their energy, don't invite them to do this thing with you that you're really wanting to do. It's important to be honest with yourself that you just simply don't want to hang out with this person. Does that make sense? Because then it will taint, what you were setting aside for yourself. Okay. And there are polite ways around this, okay? All right, so we have woman holding a coin, 42, and that breaks down to 6. So this could have to do with property ownership, tending to your own property. Some of you could be looking to buy a house and maybe rent an office. I'm getting that for somebody here. You're looking to rent office space. because you're doing something, whether it's on the side or something you've been doing for a long time. You're going to come into more financial stability, and you're going to realize that you can have your own office space, and it might be a good change of scenery for you. A journey. Okay, some of you might be going on vacation. Maybe that's this fun thing that you've really been wanting to do. Maybe you want to do it with your partner. And there's another couple that's like, hey, let's do doubles. Let's go on vacation together. And you're like, no. Like inside, that's how you're feeling. But on the outside, it's like this fake smile. Like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. And you're like, in your mind, like, yeah, that's not going to happen. So it's important that you're honest with yourself, and you're honest about what your needs really are, with being honest with yourself, so as to not go making promises. If you've told somebody, yeah, we can do this together, we can go on this trip together, or do whatever together, and you realize you spoke too soon, there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I spoke too soon, I didn't talk with my partner about this, or we really had our hearts set on just doing this together, okay? And if the other person can't receive this in a mature manner, it's not your fault. It's not your problem, as long as you approach it in a kind manner. Now, if this is someone that's just trying to impose themselves upon you in your personal life, that's another story. That's where you have to set strong boundaries and speak up. But I'm not sure that this is the case here. Oh, yeah, there's something legal that's happened. And that's where the deceit comes in. Like someone did something deceitful. And I feel like because we have the Justice card here, if you speak up, justice will serve you. But someone tried to do something deceitful here that has cost you money, or it could cost you money. Okay, so, and also you could be dealing with a Libra, but not necessarily. But yeah, there's something legal, or some kind of judgment was made, and you were in the right, but someone did something sneaky and shady and made you look like you were in the wrong. Okay, but there's a way to handle this. There's a way to handle this. We're going to go deeper here. Oh, boy. Yeah, and for others of you, someone said they were going to do something, promised you something, and they didn't do it, and you're just waiting because you trusted them, and you're waiting and wondering what the heck's going on here. And then you passed your own judgment finally, and you're like, okay, well, I got to move on from this. Okay, woman holding a coin and the 10 of Wands. If there's been financial constraints, you're getting to the end of that. You're getting to the end of the financial burden. I just peeked at the bottom of the deck, and this is what was there. The 7 of Swords, a journey, moving house. I'm going to take this card because it popped out at me, and it coincides with this energy, and the colors are also very similar. So I feel like some of you are moving on to, it could be a new job that is less stressful. You're moving on to calmer shores. This also could be moving house, home, apartment, whatever. And you're packing up your stuff and moving, and you're really happy and excited about this. But things about the old place were kind of hard, or became kind of hard, and you just came to realize this wasn't the place for you anymore. Could be the workplace, or it could be your home. And there's a much better place for you where things flow better. Okay, could be your work life, could be your home life. But this is about a physical destination. For some of you that are going on that vacation, I feel like this is going to be the breath of fresh air that you really need, and it's going to help you see your whole life in a fresh perspective with fresh eyes. All right, so let's clarify here. Deceit with justice. Whoa! All right, and we have the Star. Okay, the truth is going to shine. You're going to stand out. You might need to speak up for yourself, but you're going to stand out. The truth is going to overcome this whole situation. And it's just a matter of you facing this situation and not just letting things happen to you, which isn't really like you, Gemini. Okay, so let's see. Let me look at this again. I've got deceit, justice, and the Star. So the Star could be about healing, body, mind, spirit. This is about standing up for yourself and doing what you need to do. It might be something that you only need to speak out about And that's all you really need to do? Okay, let's go further here. A woman holding a coin with the 10 of Wands. Alrighty. Woman holding a coin, 10 of Wands. We have the 2 of Cups. Here we go. This partnership again. It's important for you to spend time with your partner or with one other person. It might be one friend, not a whole bunch of friends who are trying to push themselves on a luncheon that you planned with one friend. I almost said girlfriend. Doesn't matter if you're a girl or a guy. Doesn't matter. But it's one of those things where like you need to be with this friend. Could be like a coworker that you're also friends with. And if you just want to hang out with this person and go to lunch, say it's during the workday, don't talk about it out loud. Because others might be like, well, yeah, I'll come join you. I love that restaurant or whatever, thinking it's like this casual thing. And, you know, it's hard to say no, and you really shouldn't if it has to do with like, you know, making lunch plans with this person at the workplace. So I'm just saying like keep it to yourself. But for others of you, if you're making plans with a friend or your partner, don't announce it to everybody. Not everybody needs to know your business all the time. So I'm getting for some of you, it's important to keep your relationship or friendship, whatever this is, sacred. Not everybody needs to know your business all the time. Journey and 6 of Swords is being clarified by the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, doing what you love here and making money. So like I was saying, somebody might be finding new office space. This is for your craft, for your work. Some of you are sitting there with a laptop and a pile of books, but you're in different space. You also could be creating space in your home, like you're turning a den into your own office or something like that. And it is designated to be your office space, your creative space. You're not sharing it with anybody. It's not for someone to get to use once in a while to watch TV and get away from the rest of the family. It's your space. It's your sacred space. I was just thinking of the Brady Bunch, how Mike Brady had his own office. Remember, he was an architect and he had his own office. He had his drafting table and, you know, his work desk and everything, and his own big office in that big house. And everybody, like, when they wanted to see him or speak to him, they came to the doorway very respectfully. Like, am I allowed in? So I'm picturing that for you, Gemini. A Brady Bunch moment. All right, so what is this here? This is the Whispers of Love deck. What else do we have for Gemini? Gemini, if you haven't yet subscribed, please do, and hit all notifications. And look out for my daily inspiration messages. I'm doing like 4 to 5 minutes daily inspiration messages. Well, what was that? That's so weird. Oh, check it out. So that's the front of the card. And you got that card. It says, I love you. These are powerful words. So know these words are powerful. They're not supposed to be petty or common. Because when someone says these words, you can feel, typically, right? If we're in tune, you can feel if they are sincere. Okay, all right. And we've got this in this first column here with Deceit, Justice, Star. So love is going to prevail over all of this. It doesn't mean if someone has deceived you that they're going to turn around and say, I love you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that like the good will overcome the negative. If someone's tried to do something wrong to you, if they've wronged you, if you speak up, the good will prevail. But you just have to speak up with that Justice card. Speak up. Woman holding a coin, 10 of Wands, 2 of Cups is being clarified by you are limitless. You can do anything you choose. Yeah, you have free will, Gemini. You can be with who you want to be with. You don't have to be with everybody on the block. You know what I mean? And if that's not respected, that should be very telling about, you know, who's not respecting that. And we have simple acts of kindness. Very nice. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. So the girl on this card, she's with nature. She has foxes. What is that? Like a little chipmunk maybe? Deer, hedgehogs, butterflies, bunnies, everything. So maybe for some of you, you need to be in nature. Maybe that will help provide this feeling of balance and serenity for you. All right, Gemini, thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again soon.